And a good Saturday morning. Welcome to all you folks listening in over the airwaves on WPAQ this Saturday morning. It's a pleasure to be back at the Earl Theater for another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. And we've got some great old-time music planned for y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Roger Stamper, for helping me get everything going this morning. He's always a great helper to us. And these folks, we're so excited to have them back. They're from all around on top of the mountain, that is, except for Roger. Roger now hails from Westfield. Is that right, Roger?
That's right.
Okay, thank you so much. The sometimes host of the Merry-Go-Round. Oh, you know what? I found another name for you. The occasional host of the...
Oh, man. but I can't spell occasional.
The occasional host for the Merry-Go-Round, Roger Stamper. Well, I am your host for today's program, Jeannie Lowry, and it's a pleasure to be here once again. Hope y'all are ready for some great old-time music. So if so, help me make welcome for part one of today's program, Leftover Biscuits.
So delighted to be back at the Merry-Go-Round, and we thank WPAQ and Surrey Arts Council and anybody else that was involved in having us here. We sure appreciate that, and we hope we'll do something today that you'll enjoy. We are Leftover Biscuits, and we'll introduce folks as we go along here. I'm hoping, can we ask Doc to sing Pretty Little Witter next, or what? Okay. Staying in tune always makes it sound a little better, seems like. So this is Dr. Mark Handy. He's a terrific banjo player. He's an award-winning flat-footer. Is that right? Is that the right term? Flat-footer, Mark? Flat-foot dancer? How about dancer? He's going to sing you one called Pretty Little Witter.
I was going to say after CT. CT couldn't be with us today, so it's one of CT's favorite songs. So we'll try this and see.
opportunity event here in case you're not watching on YouTube. We appreciate Sam sending out the YouTube channel today. Thank you, Sam, and thank you, Patrick. Was you thinking while you was fiddling that one, Joey, about the next fiddle tune?
Thinking about John Brown's Dream, get CT.
Oh, that'd be a great idea. We get CT Janney. Of course, we hadn't introduced him yet because it was my fault. He arrived a little late, but we're so glad that he made it. I just call him the chairman of the board, and he's an award-winning, won a lot of blue ribbons for his dancing. He's drunk a lot of blue ribbons. And he's going to show you right now what some good mountain flatfoot's going to look like here. And so we'll turn it over to CT Janney from Floyd, Virginia. CTs are working a lot harder than we were at that time, Mark, so you don't want to wear him out, You don't want to wear him out, All right, they did rock, paper, scissors, and which one did you come up with?
Rabbit in the log.
Rabbit in the log, all right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know
Roger, why don't we take a real quick break, if that'd be all right with y'all, and we'll send things back to Bob King, King of the Airwaves, and we'll be back with more music from our special guest for this first hour of the merry-go-round, Leftover Biscuits. We'll be back right after this. And we're back. Roger, do you know that, actually I'm direct this towards Mark. Mark, a gentleman just came up to me here in the audience and says, is that just a nickname, Doc? I said, no, he's a real doctor. And he's not just a real doctor. I think he's a great doctor. And you know what, while y'all are getting your next tune together, Mark, would you please share with the folks, we talked about this a couple months back about your free medical care that you've been a part of. Do you mind to share that with the listeners?
Don't mind a bit. So I'm been a physician for about 30-some years of fair practice over in Abilene, Virginia. Excuse me. And so I do a lot of volunteer where I love to help people in need. So a couple of programs I work with, one's called RAM, Rural Area Medical, and they have things all over the world, United States particularly. We're having one back in June at Emory Henry College, but the main water line broke and we had to stop it, so we're going to have it again next year. However, there's a new one, Mountains of Mission, which is going to be July 28th, 29th, and 30th this month in Wise, Virginia. It's a big, huge thing. We're also doing we're doing free medical, free dental, you can get dentures, free vision, free hearing, and hearing aids. We're actually having a vet clinic, so you can take your animal there and get spayed or neutered, or a doctor if you don't have the money to take care of them there too as well. But it's at the fairgrounds, the medical park's at the fairgrounds. The dental park's there at UVA Wise campus. But July 28th, 29th, and 30th, we don't ask you for any identification, or if you have insurance, it doesn't matter.
You don't have to live in Virginia.
They don't have to live in Virginia. You can come from anywhere. And so it's a great opportunity to get free medical, free dental, free vision, free hearing. We have free hearing aids too as well. But it's called Mountains of Mission. And so I work with them through the Health Wagon, which is in Southwest Virginia. But it's for anybody. Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky. We have people come from Michigan and California and Texas, North Carolina to get free medical care. So don't forget July 28th, 29th, and 30th. Parts on the campus at UVA Wise and other parts at the Wise Virginia Fairgrounds. So come out, and if you need help or need somebody that needs some free medical care, we don't ask for any insurance. You don't pay a dime. It's first come, first serve. So please make yourself tell it to everybody too as well.
Will there be snacks?
There'll be snacks and food.
There will be
food
snacks
trucks
and
and vendors. A lot of churches. Actually, there's several churches from North Wilkesboro who come from are coming this year or not, and from the areas who come and help. And
I'll leave that address if there's going to be snacks.
Right. Thank you, Jimmy, for allowing us to do that. Appreciate
Well,
it.
I think it's just a wonderful organization, and Mark is he's just such a fantastic person, and to be able to contribute to the community in that way as well. Also, do want to make mention of this. Just heard from former merry-go-round host Tim Chadwick. He's listening in and wanted to tell the folks in Leftover Biscuits what a great job that they were doing. So why don't we send the next tune out to him? Would that be all right?
It'd be great. We'll send it right over to Willow Street to Mr. Tim Chadwick. What we got, Joey?
I guess you're going to say Rocky Island.
No, okay.
I want a Rocky Island. Ho, honey, ho. Sing the baby darling, oh, love so. I'm gonna rock that, oh, hey. Red barrel lass in my pretty little Liza Jane.
And if it's just about all right with these folks here, we're going to take a real quick break and get caught up on our advertisements. And then we'll also do a quick look at the weather forecast. And we'll be back with more great old-time music from our special guests and leftover biscuits. We'll be back right after this. Thank you so much, Bob King, and I want to be sure and send next song out to Carlene Kane. She's called in. She's listening in today to the merry-go-round, and some friends there, and we'll mention their names here in just a little bit. So if that's all right with y'all, we'll send this next number out to Carlene Kane. That be all right?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Sure will.
You got one more thing to this. So I was talking about the medical mission. It's called Move Mountains Medical Mission, and it's the 21st annual of this, and up at Wise, and it's based on Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord. And that's our whole basis for our
Thank you, Mark. That was very well spoken and certainly worth mentioning there. Well, right after that great, that nice gospel, that was a Bible verse, right, Mark? So I hate to start singing right after a Bible verse. But,
the Lord forgives you.
That's right, the Lord will forgive. I came home last night about 10:30, and the baby of mine was letting me in. Move it on over. I moved it on over. Slide it on over. I slide it on over. Move over, little dog. The big dog's moving in. Play it, George. But I don't take no good advice. Hop it on over. Jump it on over. Move over, little dog. Big dog moving in. Play it, Mark. Mighty small, but it's better than no house at all. Slip it on over. Slide it on over. Move over, little dog. Big dog's moving in. Here we go, Joy. She'll come back down on her knees, but I'll be busy scratching, please. Slip it on over. Slide it on over. Move over, little dog. Big dog's moving in. One more time, Joy. And that side's mine, so hop it on over. Jump it on over, move over, little dog, big dog moving in. I say move over, little dog, big dog moving in. Thank you so much.
I also want to send out one of these songs also to our good friends over at Mountain Park. Johnny and Nancy Gentry. So, they're listening in. We hope they're listening in. So.
Something like that. Mighty sought after banjos, we should say. Of course, he fixes a lot of instruments too. He don't just make banjos. He's a luthier. For a lot of years, I thought he was a Methodist. They told me he was a luthier. I want to make sure you're correct. I'm thinking on that. Did you pick one out while I was doing all that jawing there, Joey?
How about Hangman's?
Oh yeah, Hangman's Reel. As fast as I can change chords there, Joey.
I'm a walking dog, I ain't never been. I'm a walking that dog, and I'm hating the town. Thank you.
Well, I think y'all are doing an outstanding job, and I would like to send a tune out to Bobby Wayne Mandarin. He's listening in as well, and thanks for listening. Let's do, if y'all don't mind, let's do one more tune, and then we'll take our final break in this first hour.
Oh, sure, that'd be just fine. Matter of fact, I need to remember to send a tune out to my lovely wife, who hopefully is listening in over in the Dobson area, because she sits with her mother on some weekends, and to my sister up in Galax. So maybe I'll just send out this next tune, even though I don't know what it's going to be. What is it? Breaking Up Christmas. Okay, we'll send that out to Shelby and Amy.
music coming up here on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Thank you so much, Bob King. And we don't want anybody going here anywhere. We will have a break after the 12 o'clock news, or during the 12 o'clock news. And then we'll be joined by our special guests for some great bluegrass and bluegrass gospel music. So you should want to stick around for Wood Family Tradition. We probably have time.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our website. If you are interested in finding out more about Leftover Biscuits, we are leftoverbiscuitsoldtimeband.com. You can find our information there about each one of us and our schedule. Also, we're on Facebook, and coming up, we'll be at the Sparta Jubilee at the end of July. I'm not exactly sure what, 29th. And then in August, we'll be at the Carter Fold Family Festival down in Hiltons, Virginia. And let's see, we'll be in Withville at the Crooked Road Bluegrass and Old Time Band Jamboree on August 19th. And then September, what's the White Top? Last weekend in September, we'll be playing at the White Top Mountain Festival in White Top, Virginia. So if you want to come out and see us sometime, just look us up on leftoverbiscuitsoldtimeband.com or on Facebook.
Thank you so much, Danny. Danny handled all that for us.
I'm gonna try one called Reuben. 1, 2, 3, 4.
WPAQ for having us again, and we
And all the
appreciate it.
sponsors.
All the sponsors, yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Sound man, appreciate you up there too as well. And Jenny, thank you for hosting. Everybody give Jenny a big hand. A little bit of shortening bread.
WPAQ Saturday morning merry-go-round. Right now, we'll let CT change his shoes and get everything squared away here, and we'll be back with another special guest. Very, very fine folks in the Wood family tradition. Don't go anywhere. Right after the 12 o'clock news and weather, we'll be back with more on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge. This is AM 740 along with FM 106.7 WPAQ.
Grandma something her yesterday. I ain't got the brains.
Mike, you done buzzed it off, hadn't you?
Yeah, man. Got a fresh show today.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Where's your thing at?
I never seen it. That's
Are you sure?
Yeah, she cuts it on a #1 clip. And then we put it down. We do the whole run.
all the horses.
Two other things yesterday because they were hair, gray hair.
Sit there.
It's been a while since we
Yeah, that long.
How are you?
as long as it's been a while. But this feels so much better. Daddy, you stay.
Mute 9,
Make it
please.
short. I said, Daddy, let me have a cruise ship, like a flat top. Now you can take that big seat and just put my hair up. I thought I was in style.
Oh, yeah. When I get mine good, I don't let it grow so fast.
I know. Yeah, you are so. You
How
stay
many
coming.
you at Denver?
Well, I had a boy that had hair.
It's on Main Street.
Y'all know? That leftover biscuits, where they from?
I'll get it on the schedule.
It's like hour 7.
Yeah, Chris is there. Yeah. How's your daddy doing? He's all right. He's working. Still working in the machine? Tell him I said hello, bud. Good old fella. So you picked Lee? Yeah, I think he was on one of the maybe that's what it was. You picked out, yeah. I'm good at that. Looking forward to hearing y'all.
What is that skinny get when they're done with sound check? What is that skinny get on that base? That's
Patrick, let us do something real quick. Patrick, are we good with the bass too? Bass is good. Okay, go ahead.
what happened. Did that start happening?
Thumbs up, good, everything? Okay. Thank you so much, Bob King. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, we had a great old-time group for the first hour of the merry-go-round here on the Voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ. Leftover Biscuits joined us. They're from up around Abington, several of the folks there. And right now we are here. If you're in the theater, you're in for a real treat. These folks are outstanding. Also, you folks listening in over the airways, I know we've got a lot of texts, the folks that are listening in, so we'll mention those here in a little bit. But if they're just about ready and set to go, we'll help me make welcome from down around Statesville, North Carolina for part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round Wood Family Tradition.
There's a bowl made of glass in my kitchen. It belonged to my grandma long ago. She used to get it out of her cupboard around supper time. And every time I get it out of my cupboard, I think of all the love she had for family. Years of use has left its mark on that bowl. The inside is smooth as a piece of silk, and every scratch is a time we got together. Cherished memories I'll carry on with me. And it didn't matter about our differences or the place that we came from that day. We would gather around her table and give thanks for what her loving hands had made. It didn't matter about our differences or the place that we came from that day. We would gather around her table and give thanks for what her loving hands had made. We would gather around her table and give thanks for what her loving hands had made.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Hoping and loving you. Oh, misery I go through, never knowing what to do. Hoping of loving you. You just can't stand to see me happy. See you hurt me all you can. Still I go on loving you, but I never understand. Oh, pain of loving you. Oh, misery I go through, never knowing what to do. Oh, pain of loving you. Love and hate at the same time. The line between the two is fine. But you have found me heart and soul, so strong that I can't let you go. Oh, pain of loving you. Oh, misery I go through, never knowing what to do. Oh, pain of loving you. Oh, pain of loving you. Oh, misery I go through, never knowing what to do. Oh, pain of loving you. Oh, pain of loving you.
Woo. Yeah.
Great job from our special guests with Family Tradition. And right now we'll send things back to you, Bob King, and we'll take a real quick break, and we'll be back with more on WPAQ WPAQ's Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round right after this.
Can I have some water?
Thank you so much, Bob King. And y'all in Wood Family Tradition, you ever use voice text? Oh yeah. You know sometimes it says crazy stuff that you don't say. Well, this guy won't care if I pick on him, but David, he's listening down in Troutman, but I want to tell you what he said. What he meant was, please tell Wood Family Tradition they sound good from Troutman while I'm canning green beans. But what I got was, Taylor, Wood Family, Jason Sound, and Google, and Troutman, North Carolina, while I'm canning green beans. So thank you so much for listening today, David. And yes, the Wood Family Tradition is sounding real good. So speaking of which, let's turn things back over to the Wood Family Tradition for several more good numbers. Let's say we'll do about 3 more tunes before we take another break.
All right. Thank you. So I guess it'll be the bass player's turn here. I'm going to do one that is old Stonewall Jackson song he did in the 50s, I think, called Wash My Hands in Muddy Water. I was born in Macon, Georgia. Kept my paw in Macon jail. He said, son, keep your hands clean. Maybe you won't hear them bloodhounds on your trail. I fell in with Becky Danny, Charmaine in Tennessee. Well, they caught me up in Nashville. They locked me up and threw away the key. Wash my hands in muddy water. Wash my hands, but they wouldn't come clean. Tried to do what my daddy taught me, but I must wash my hands in a muddy stream. As the jailer said, "What's my time up?" He said, "Son, you know, won't forget. If you try to keep your hands clean, we might make a good man of you." I couldn't wait to do my sentence. I broke out of the Nashville jail. Well, they caught me up in Nashville. I locked up in the drug on my trail. Wash my hands in muddy water. Wash my hands, but they wouldn't come clean. Tried to do what my daddy told me, but I must wash my hands in a muddy How's everybody doing today?
Right, right.
All right. Take a quick minute here and introduce everybody. Over here on my far right, your left, is my beautiful wife, Miss Mackenzie. Well, she's been in the middle, but that's where she's standing now. My beautiful wife, Mackenzie Wood from Statesville, North Carolina. Y'all give her a big hand.
Yeah.
And the young man back here that just did that fine guitar break, we consider him a member of the family, even though he's technically not. But we've known him since he was born. That's Mr. Caleb Bryant. He's from Rhonda, North Carolina. Back here on the bass, Uncle Bob had just sang "Wash My Hands in Muddy Water." That's Mr. Bobby Wood from Moxville, North Carolina. Y'all give him a big hand. Over here on the guitar as Ruby calls it, is my dad, Mr. Mike Wood from Statesville, North Carolina.
Woo! Yeah.
Over here on the 5-string banjo doing some mighty fine picking and singing is my brother-in-law, Mr. Brian Aldridge from Saxapahaw, North Carolina.
Yeah. Woo!
Switch. And then back here, a young man, we'll get him up here in just a little bit. We'll get him to do some songs here for you. Brian's son, my nephew, Mr. Carson Aldridge.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all give him a big hand.
Yeah.
And I am Jason Wood, and I live with my wife most of the time.
All right.
I'm from Statesville. I believe we're going to do you an old Osborne Brothers tune here. The Cuckoo. Oh,
She's pretty bird. She wobbles as she flies, but I never give her water till 4th day of July.
it is often that I wonder why women love men. Then I look back and I wonder why men are men. Oh, cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She wobbles as she flies, but I never give her water till 4th day of July. Jack of diamonds, I know you of old. You have robbed my poor pockets of silver and of gold. Oh, cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She wobbles as she flies, but I never give her water till the 4th day of July. Gonna build me a castle on a mountain so high, so that I can see my true love as she passes by. Oh, cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She wobbles as she flies, but I never give her water till the 4th day of July. Oh, cuckoo.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you. All right. We're going to do you a song here next. It's an old Hank Snow song. We recorded this on our most recent album. I'm getting like you where I can't talk. I'm just kidding.
Are you getting tangled?
My tongue tangled. My tongue-tied cowboy. Mackenzie does a wonderful job on this song. If
It's one called A Fool Such As I. You can find our music on any digital distribution platform, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, anything like that. And you can also go to our website and get a copy of our CD. Just be sure to purchase your music anywhere they actually pay the artist royalties, because artists don't get paid very much for their songs. But we won't make that much off of this one anyways. Mackenzie will though. She does excellent on that. Here's one called A Fool Such As I.
Such as I. Now in the end, there's a fool such as I.
Woo! Yeah!
Outstanding music here from the stage of the Earl Theater for part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, and time is now just a couple minutes past the bottom of the 12 o'clock hour. We'll take a quick break now for the weather forecast and also get caught up on our advertisements, and we'll be back with more from the Wood family tradition right after this. You're listening to the Saturday morning merry-go-round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ. Thank you so much, Bob King. Once again, we appreciate you this Saturday, keeping everything rolling up there at worldwide headquarters of the Voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ. And we are broadcasting live, as we do each and every Saturday, from the historic Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall. And we're joined by special guests from down around Statesville, North Carolina, outstanding musicians in the Wood family tradition. Let's welcome them back to the stage.
Woo! Yeah!
Hey, I'm Carson, and I'm going to do some Elvis, and this one's for my mom, and my grandma, my grandpa, everybody out in the audience, all my family. You ready?
Yeah!
Well, that's alright, Mama, that's alright for you, that's alright, Mama, just any way you do, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, Mama, any way you do. Well, Mama, she done told me, Papa done told me too. Son, that gal you foolin' with, she ain't no good for you.
pleasure us with another selection.
G. Shake, rattle, and roll. Ready?
Yep.
Well, get out of bed, wash your face and hands. Get out of bed, wash your face and hands. Well, my breakfast, 'cause I'm a hungry man. I believe to my soul you're the devil and all I know. I believe to my soul you're the devil and all I know. 'Cause the harder I work, the faster my money goes. Well, it's a shake, rattle, and roll. 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 Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. I'm like a Mississippi bullfrog sitting on a hollow stump. I'm like a Mississippi bullfrog sitting on a hollow stump. I got so many women I don't know which way to jump. Well, it's a shake, rattle, and roll. 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 Well, you won't do right, stay your doggone soul.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Nice fire from there, Carson.
Good job, buddy.
Oh yeah, he's got it.
That's Mr. Carson Aldridge there.
Yeah.
My grandson, and Mr. Mike Aldridge is out here in the audience with us today. His grandson, and Linda, and my wife, Joni. So, all right. I'm real proud of Carson, for sure.
Yeah, man.
We're going to get around here and do another tribute to the Osborne brothers. And, we had a tragic loss. Well, not tragic, but it's just, Bobby died this last week or week or so. And he was a real pioneer for our music. And I think he was everybody's favorite singer. But this is one they did years ago, and I'm not sure how long ago it was. When did you sing it? Yeah, did Bobby write it? Okay. Anyway, we're going to get Jason and Mackenzie and Brian around here. Here we go. We got a special guest here, Mr. Caleb Bryant. Comes all the way from Rhonda, North Carolina. His dad, Chris, used to play the banjo with us a few years ago, and he's turned out to be an outstanding musician. Playing a good Hooper guitar here. Yeah, Hooper D18, so y'all pay special attention to that, because Ken's right around here close, isn't he? In Elkin. So, I don't know, Ken, if you're listening today, you're going to be a B flat. All right. Okay. All right, let him go.
we'll take a real quick break at this point and hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. I also want to remind you that the preceding portion has been brought to you by Cottage Media at 11, our media partners at Cottage Media at 11. If you hadn't had a chance to check out their website, please do. You can find them at Cottage Media, then the number 11.com, and you'll find there some great music features as well as traditional values and programming that you'll want to check out often. That's cottagemedia11.com. Also, you can find them on Twitter as well as Facebook. And we'll be back with more music from the Wood family tradition right after this. Y'all still doing all right out there? Ain't these folks doing a great job? How about that young Elvis? What do you think? I think they ought to take him to Mayberry Days. What do you think about that? Thank you so much, Bob King. I was sharing with folks here at the Earl Theater of Wood Family Tradition. I think this young man with his Elvis act is really good. I know, I said, do you like any Elvis impersonators? And he says, no, pretty much like the real Elvis. I said, yeah, you're right. You're right on track, man. That's a great job from Wood Family Tradition. And Sam, before I forget, have we got the YouTube back going again?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I know we've had a little trouble with the YouTube, and folks have been messaging me, so I apologize for that. So you'll just have to tune us in the old-timey way on WPAQ740.com worldwide, or locally at 106.7 FM, or on your AM dial at 740. I know we got folks listening in from everywhere because they're sending me messages, but I wanted to make sure that folks know. Sometimes we can't control, when you have something that's electronic, you don't never know what it's going to do. So sometimes YouTube just goes down because there's too many people on it. But anyways, right now back to our special guest in the Wood family tradition. Let's play about 10 more minutes before we take another break.
Appreciate that. I'm going to get Mackenzie up here to do another gospel song for you. In the key of E.
This is it's actually a current song. We try to not do too many current songs from other bands, but when I heard this song, I just thought it was so beautiful. And it had a message that just needed to be shared, and I think she felt the same way when she covered it. But right now, it's just been recently recorded by Rhonda Vincent, and it's on her current album. I think it's called Music to My Ears, I believe. And it's a beautiful song. She does a beautiful job on it, and I was just learning it just for fun. And then somebody requested it a few shows back, and we've just decided to keep on doing it so we can share the message of the gospel. And I hope y'all enjoy it. It's called There's a Record Book. To be well known of men, I may not ever be. I'm sure my name will not go down in history. There'll be no marble plaques to tell of my good deeds, nor any great parades to honor me. But there's a record book
Well, it is just about 30 seconds shy of the top of the 1 o'clock hour. So let's take a real quick break, get our station identification in, and whatever else we need to catch up with. Bob King, appreciate you once again. And we'll be back with more with the Wood Family Tradition on WPAQ Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round right after this. Thanks so much, Bob King. I'm over here talking Elvis with my new friend. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm Elvis, big time Elvis fan. Also, Bob King, who's on the air today, keeping us on the air, he has an Elvis program every other week on our sister station, WSYD. So everybody that knows me knows not to mention Elvis. Well, y'all started it today, so I'm going to have to tell you this, and I just shared with my new friend over here, Mike's grandson, that today was the debut on radio of Elvis's first record back in 1954. So I believe it was That's All Right Mama. So he just told me, he said, now tell me that date again. So I said, you'll remember that for your act. He said, I will. Right. So they're doing a mighty fine job. That's the Wood Family Tradition. Let's make them welcome back to the stage. Let's do about 3 more songs and we'll take another break.
I've been rolling
much. That was a rock and roll song there. Yeah. We'll get kids around here to sing a song about her hometown. How would you like to do that?
I didn't know that was in the plan, but that sounds good to me. Yeah, real quick before we do this next one though, I want to invite y'all to visit us on our social medias. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Our Facebook is Wood Family Tradition, and our Instagram, I believe, is also Wood Family Tradition. And so is our website, woodfamilytradition.com. So you can find us just about anywhere online. We keep our schedule up on there. We're going to be playing a lot in North Carolina this year. I believe our next show is going to be next Saturday in Lincolnton for the 2nd annual Bluegrass Bash. Tickets are on sale now. We're going to be there with Ages Past, Deeper Shade of Blue. There might be one other group I'm forgetting, but it's going to Ages Past, Deeper Shade of Blue. Is there one more? Then it's us. It's us three.
Ages Past, us, and Blue.
Okay, and then so that's at the James C. Warren Citizen Center, Community Center in Lincolnton, North Carolina. And then the weekend after that is when I believe we're going to be in our hometown of Statesville, playing at the historic Sharp House for a barbecue Appalachian music event. And then going into the fall, we've got more shows lined up in and around Statesville and Iredell County. And then later on in the fall, we're going to be going overseas on the international waters. We're going to be performing on a bluegrass cruise with some of our good friends, and we hope to see some of our friends and fans there with us. If you have any questions, or if you're interested in more information about that cruise, you can contact any of us. You can send us a message on Facebook. We've got some information on our Facebook page and our website about that. We'd love to have you come cruising with us. It's going to be a really good time. And I especially love going on cruises and going to see the international waters, because I didn't get to see much of that growing up, because I grew up a little bit landlocked out there in Kansas City. So I'm going to sing a song to any of my friends back home who might be listening.
Yeah, she says she was landlocked, but she's been to Hawaii 9 times. Yeah, when her family went on vacation, they went on vacation.
All right.
That's right.
Well, there's not a lot of water where I'm from.
There's Truman Lake.
Oh yeah, Truman and Lake of the Ozarks. Anyway, this is for anybody back home. I hope someday to get to play this back home for my friends and family. This one's called Kansas City Star. Got a letter just this morning. It was postmarked Omaha. It was typed and neatly written, offering me this better job and higher wages, expenses paid in a car. But I'm on TV here locally, and I can't quit, I'm a star. I come on the TV a grinning, wearing pistols and a hat. It's a kiddie show and I'm the hero of the younger set. I'm the #1 attraction, every supermarket parking lot. I'm the queen of Kansas City, no thanks, Omaha, thanks a lot. Kansas City Star, that's what I love. Little lady, you ought to see my car. I drive a big old Cadillac with wire wheels. I got rhinestones on the spokes. I got credit down at the grocery, and the barber tells me jokes. I'm the #1 attraction, every supermarket parking lot. I'm the queen of Kansas City, no thanks, Omaha, thanks a lot. Oh, tell me about it, Brian.
Thank y'all so much.
It was about as good as Roger Miller did it, I tell you. Ellen. He said, let's do Ellen.
All right, we're going to get my son-in-law right here, Mr. Brian Aldridge. Does a mighty fine job depicting the banjo. And, you ready, Brian?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
I'll tell them tonight that I met you. It seemed my heart went your way. Love was the word that told the story. I guess I'm just willing to today. You told me that I need not worry, that you would always be mine. Tell me, my darling, please tell me a place in your heart will always find. My darling, it's making my heart ache with pain. Our lives are so far apart, dear. I guess I'm just hoping in vain. You told me that I need not worry, that you would always be mine. Ellen, my darling, please tell me a place in your heart I'll always find.
We got to take one more break at the station and then one more live read here. So, Bob King, if you don't mind, go ahead and tell us about the upcoming Nunn Brothers Festival, and then we'll be back with more music coming up from our special guest, the Wood Family Tradition, right after this.
Carson, what you gonna sing? What you gonna sing, buddy?
Come here, Ralph.
Get away from that.
15 minutes from now, we have one more ad that I'll read here. So, probably four songs. I'm going to sing it.
Okay. You got one more you want?
If she read fast, you could do more
I know
songs.
what it is. I know what it is. Very true.
15 minutes music minus 1 minute, so 14 minutes is about 3 minutes.
40 jelly beans are good.
What's Lincoln doing? You got some worms in your britches.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and we're having a great time today on the merry-go-round. Right back to more great music here from the stage of the Earl Theater with the Wood Family Tradition.
This song back, I guess, back in the, wrote and recorded it back in the early 70s. Rhonda Vincent recorded this song as well. Probably one of my favorite songs that he's ever written. It's one called Rhythm of the Week.